What's up YouTube? Capital G here. We're talking Burning Abyss in this video, and they are getting, of course, their last bit of support in Cross Souls, or at least this is the last scheduled support. Who knows, down the line, 2-3 years from now, Burning Abyss might get new support, but BA are definitely one of the best TCG exclusive art types of all time. I'd probably even make the argument that they are the best TCG exclusive art type of all time, and even right now, as the deck is kind of getting its final support, it's still easily probably like at this moment like a tier 1.5 deck, maybe even I'd probably say like tier 1.25, somewhere around that. Burning Abyss is still a threat, obviously, to win a YCS because we all saw what it did at Prague, like, you know, a month and a half ago. It kind of came out of nowhere, summoned Dark Law a bunch of times, flipped over those mistakes against Tellers and Necros, and kind of just wrecked face. So I don't know how the deck does against the Star Seraphs, but just in general, the deck is still really good. And this is going to be its support for Cross Souls. Looks like this came straight from the Konami TCG website, but we have all the effects, so we don't need to speculate anymore as to what they're going to get. It's been a great ride, you know. With Duelist Alliance, the deck was on a crazy high. I know you had to play like Mathematician and whatnot because they didn't have enough cards to support the art type, but the cards were so good. And then new challengers came out. They got Virgil. They got a couple of other good cards like Calcab and stuff. And then, you know, they got like Farfa, and it was just really good. So let's see what we got. We have Barbar of the Burning of Brit. I'm sorry, that's just a funny name. Isn't that the elephant, the little elephant from the kids show? Barbar, Malbranch of the Burning Abyss. We all know that all of them are gonna be level 3 Dark Fiend. This dude has 1700 attack, 1000 defense. I'm digging attack. If you control a non-BA, it blows itself up, and you can only use the effects once per turn and only once that turn. Let's see. Effect number 1, obviously, if you control no spells or trap, you can special summon it from the hand. Effect number 2, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target up to 3 BA cards in your graveyard except itself, banish them, and if you do, inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each. Ew. Unless something drastically changes, I don't see Burning Abyss as a burn deck. I mean, I know it has the word burn in its name, but that is like not what it is at all. And I don't know, like random burn damage is not what this deck is good for. I mean, maybe this will be good in the late game, but this card would just be terrible in the early game. Like, I wouldn't even want it as an additional name because I'd rather just run stuff like, even if you were already maxed out on Farfa, Graf, Skarm, and Sir, I mean, I would go to like Alec and Calcab before I ran this. Oh, let's close that. Yeah, there's so many other ones to run. I mean, I like the stats though, don't get me wrong. Okay, we have Draghig. Draghig of the Burning Abyss. 1100 attack, 900 defense. Stats aren't that great, but you know, we know that stats aren't everything. If you control a non-BA, obviously it blows itself up. You can only use the effect once per turn, and once that turn, if you control no spell or traps, you can special summon it from your hand. Again, all the BAs have that. The real effect. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can choose one Burning Abyss card from your hand, or excuse me, from your deck, and place it on top of your deck. Okay, that's not bad. You basically get is it damn, I'm trying to think. It's like Cat of the Third Omen or something like that. That kind of has that effect, but I think that card gets any trap. So this one it's not bad. I mean, I don't think that it's great. You definitely have to make sure that you don't shuffle afterwards. So like, you can't actually activate any other. If you activate any other Burning Abyss effects later that turn, then this effect becomes completely like worthless. Because let's say your opponent kills this, right? And you're like, all right, I want to put Fire Lake on top of my deck so I can draw it and wreck you next turn. If your opponent like attacks a Sir or a, you know, like a Graf later in that turn, or a Skarm, are you just not going to use their effects? Because I'm pretty sure you still want to get your pluses. I'm pretty sure you still want to get your card advantage. So this is an okay card. I see this as maybe a one of. Looks like they have a spell card, and it's definitely ultra rare, and that really looks like Dante right there, and it looks like Virgil in the background. I'm digging the artwork, and I don't really... Does Burning Abyss have any ultra rares except Rubik? Like, isn't that the only ultra rare in the art type right now? Determinus of the Burning Abyss. It's a normal spell card. Oh my god, they got a fusion. Oh shit. I can't wait till we get to him, and it looks like Dante, but he got a Jerry curl like Michael Jackson. Oh my god. All right, let's go back to Determinus. Fusion summon one Burning Abyss fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or your side of the field as fusion materials. During your main phase, except the turn that this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, target one BA monster on the field. It gains 800 attack and defense until the end of your opponent's next turn. Okay, I like that. This is kind of like Good and Evil. Good and Evil was used to summon Balakota. Nobody ever really used it, but in general, you could banish it and you could like tutor any Burning Abyss. It was kind of like Rhoda of the Burning Abyss, but I like this. Not only does it fusion summon, but then you get 800 attack and defense. And since Burning Abyss can like OTK with, you know, double Dante and an Acid Golem, this makes your OTKs a little more consistent. And just in general, this, like, you know, can turn Dante's into what, 3,300 attackers. You can crash with a fucking you can literally crash with a fucking decisive armor with this. That is amazing, using a Dante or a Virgil. So I mean, I like the second effect. It's really good. And then finally we have, and this is the final support card, Dante, Pilgrim of the Burning Abyss. Okay. Why does he look like a spell? He's a fairy. What? No, I'm like, what is going on here? Isn't Dante a warrior? And that's the reason you have the rank up plays in the Pallades that are nutty as hell. He's a light, obviously. He has 2,800 attack, 2,500 defense. 3 Burning Abyss monsters with different names. Damn, they tried to make specifically sure that you did not summon this guy using like 3 Skarms or something like that. But the good thing is, just reading this, you can use like Dante as one of those names. Must be fusion summoned and cannot be special summoned by any other ways. Okay, obviously they learned their mistake. They don't want you soul charging this back. Cannot be targeted by opponent's card effects. Damn, that's pretty good. Okay, that is pretty good. Once returned during either player's turn, you can send one Burning Abyss card you control from your hand to the graveyard. Draw 1. Damn, son, that's legit. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, or if this card you control is sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you can send one random card you could send one random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. Damn, yo, this card is legit. Now, the only thing that sucks about this card is that you can't summon it except by fusion summon, because I know why they did that. It's not even because of Soul Charge, it's because of Sir. Because I'm pretty sure Konami was like, we are sick of motherfuckers summoning Virgil and then their opponent jumps through hoops to kill it, and then they're just like, crash Sir, give Virgil right back. Like, could you imagine? This card is amazing. It's not the easiest thing to summon because you have to have 3 BAs with different names, but just the fact that your opponent can't target it with any card effects, and you can send any BA card, not BA monster, BA card from your hand to the graveyard. You get the draw card. Usually you would trigger BA effects. And then when it dies in any way, as long as it goes to the graveyard, you basically just get to take a card out of your opponent's hand. So the card is definitely legit. Unfortunately, it's going to be a secret rare. You can tell that by the silver text. Like, the silver text either means rare or a secret rare. No way in fucking hell Konami is going to make their last support for Burning Abyss a rare. It's just not going to happen. So let me know what you guys think. Interesting support. I'm not going to put this on the same level as the initial support or even as the new challenger support, but this is pretty cool, and it definitely looks like there could be a new way of playing Burning Abyss if anything ever happens to Dante. Thank you guys for watching as always.